Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a little bit of Angela's cardigan. I have messaged Angela and asked her whether she wanted it buttoned up or V-neck, because she just said she wanted a cardigan. She didn't say what kind, but she wants a V-neck, so that's what I'll be doing for her. And as you'll notice, I've changed my position for doing this video. It's a very dark day. Again today we have had a little bit snow, and I even put the living room light on. I have my living room light on now because it's so dark, but it was still dark when I was sitting on my settee in front of my laptop. I don't know what it is, whether it's even the wall behind me is white. Well, it's like an off-white, the paint on the wall, but it always looks dark. So I thought, I've moved my laptop over. It's sitting on top of my little sideboard now, and I'm sitting in my one of my single chairs, which I don't really like for knitting because the arms of the chairs get in the way of the needles. You know, the needles keep hitting the... So I've had to sit at sort of an angle, and so that I can sit and knit while I'm doing this video. But I normally go to bingo on Thursday, but we've all decided we're calling it off tonight. When I saw the snow, I wouldn't be going anyway, even though the snow is melting, because with I live near the sea, it does melt quick, unless it's really thick snow. It has been melting, so it's going to be icy on the roads tonight. So that's another reason. And another reason is 2 of the girls in our company have come down with COVID. Now, those girls, about a week ago, I think it's about a week ago, they all had a night out together. The only ones that didn't go was me and my friend, and her name is. We didn't go because it wasn't our sort of thing. It was a place, I don't know what they called the place, but it was Bongo Bingo, they called it. But it was also, there was some group on as well, Atomic Kitten. And while I've heard of them, I haven't got a clue what they sing. And all these other girls are all around about the 50 mark. So they're all about 25 years younger than me and my friend Anne. So there was no way I was interested in going to one of those. And they were drinking a lot, and apparently one of the girls who's come down with COVID, her husband was a designated driver for them. He picked some of them up and took them there, and picked them up and took them back home again, and he's got COVID as well. So I think it's quite fair that it's probably come from one of the other girls. She probably has never had any symptoms or anything like that, didn't know she had it, or because with the girl catching it and then her husband at the same time, one kind of infected the other one because they both got it at the same time. So I'm glad I never went with them. And all those girls that have got it, I think there's another one as well that said that she's starting to get symptoms. They've all been double vaccinated, and I think one of them even had the booster. I'm not sure whether all had the booster or not, but anyway, that's another reason we aren't going. I mean, they're having to self-isolate anyway, so I think we'll all just stay away from each other for a little while. That'll be the best thing. And I wasn't too bothered anyway. I think one of them moods, you know, you get sometimes when you don't really want to do anything. So I thought, oh well, I don't have to bother washing my hair this morning. I always wash my hair when I'm going out anyway, so I just had a shower, and picture's just gone dark. I don't know what it is, but certain movements I do, the picture goes light and dark on my laptop. I think I'm really going to have to get a new laptop. This was the one I had a little bit trouble with, and I think there is something not right with it. It's things just don't go as well as what they used to. So I think I'm going to have to get a new laptop. Well, I've had plenty from YouTube most of this year to buy a new one. I think that's what I'm going to do. Use some of my earnings from YouTube and buy myself a new laptop, I think. I think this one is really on its way out. I just don't want to admit it. But anyway, I'm saying I'm doing a little bit of this knitting, but I do have other things as well. I do things at the weekend, and I've just started this. This was the Poundland wool. I think this was from Sandra. Yes, one of the lots that Sandra sent me. And it seems to be a different Poundland. The labels on one of the lot, there was some cream that Sandra sent me in this turquoise. And the labels on the cream were different to the brown labels that's on them now. That was the Poundland label of the cream. The cream that I knitted. I've knitted a little sweater in the cream. That picture's just gone dark again. It's different movements that I do. The picture keeps going light and dark, which makes me think there's something not right with my computer. So anyway, that was the label that was on the cream, and that's the label that's on the turquoise, which is, this is what all Poundland labels are like now. They all say, they all have the 3 for 2. This one was 3 for 2. So I don't know how old this one is, but it's a different label. This must have been the labels they put on before they changed to these ones. And the wool is very different as well. When you're knitting, the cream one was quite thick. This one I'm knitting with now is a lot finer, and I can tell the way it's knitting on the needles. And I've got my Zing needles on here. I really need to get myself some extra pairs of these, because this one, these I'm using my old 4mm needles on Angela's, because I have the Zing on these ones. But I think I might take the I'll not be knitting this one again until the weekend, because I do my orders Monday to Friday, and this picture keeps going light and dark, and it's really annoying me. That's why I changed my position off the settee, because I thought it was something to do with where I was sitting, but it doesn't seem to be. So I'm doing things like this for my shop. This will be a little 24-inch one I'm doing for my shop. It'll be for a little boy, because I'm going to put I might put a little plaque down the front with buttons on. Instead of putting down the back, I might put them down the front, so they'll be on the boys, be fast on the boys' side, because I think it's a boy's colour really. But that is just it's not Fair Isle, it's just a slip stitch where I joined the cream on down here, and I knitted, I think it was knitted 2 stitches in the cream and slipped the turquoise stitch, and then 2 more in the cream and slipped the turquoise, and that's what I did all the way across. And then I knitted 1 row in the cream and then changed back to the turquoise, and I did the same again, but in the turquoise. This time I knitted 2 in the turquoise and slipped the cream, and the next row I knitted 1 row in the turquoise and changed to the cream again, did the same again, and it was quite a nice little effect on the bottom. I'm not sure when I get out to the armholes where I might do just maybe 1 row like that, so it goes across here, across the top part of it as well. I'm just messing about, you could call it that, messing about. That's to seeing what I can do. I have 3 balls of this, so I know I'm going to be able to get in with a little bit extra with the cream. So I know I'm going to get a 24-inch out of this for a little boy. And that'll go on my shop. I have a couple of other ones to put on my shop. I'm going to wait until I get a few and put them all up together, because 1 or 2 people do buy more than one thing at one time, and it saves me having to keep going to the post office for one order every time. If somebody orders something one day and then something else I put up and order something I'm sending two separate parcels to the same place. But anyway, that's for later. I'll be doing that. What day is it today? Thursday. I think I'm forgetting what day it is. I'll be doing that again on Saturday. But in the meantime, I'm doing Angela's to get this finished. She did ask me, was long before the new year, she asked me, must have been round about October, and just said that when I had time, would I do one after the a cardigan after the new year. So Angela's was the first order I was doing after the new year, and then I have two more to do for Claudette, and Dagry's asked me to do two as well, and then Janet asked me to do one, and they're all large sizes, so it'll take me a little bit longer, because Janet wants a 52, Dagry's will be a 46, and Claudette's will be a 50. And Claudette's wants another cardigan like the last one I did, but in red. And she also asked for some other bolero or something, but she's looking for a pattern or something for it. And Dagry gave me the link to a place to get something that she wants. It's another, hers will be chunky. So I'm probably going to have to get this wool online, because I've been around all the wool shops that I know of around where I live, and the only place that would have what I wanted was Hobbycraft, and they are too expensive. If I can get it anywhere else, I will, so I just will not pay Hobbycraft's prices. I think they're just too expensive. I'll probably look on Lovecraft or Mariners. Mariners has Claudette wants like the black cardigan I did for her. She wants a red one, the same. And I have looked on Mariners and have Aaron, but they do not have red. So I'll probably have to look on Lovecraft for that one. But Dagry's the one. One of the ones Dagry wants is chunky. And I can probably get that from Mariners. But I might have a look on Lovecraft, because if I can, I'll order both from the same place, because I'll get the postage free then, because it'll mount to the to what you need to buy to get your postage free. So this is my little bit today, and I'll probably get a little bit more done than what I normally do, because I'm not going out tonight. I'm not really bothered. I don't really like going out when it's freezing cold, because I went to my granddaughter's on Tuesday. I normally go on a Wednesday, but it was little Tommy's birthday on Tuesday, so I went Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And while I got up in the morning, I don't have my heating set to come on automatically. I just switch it on when I get up. And I never noticed when I first got up that the heat must have still been in my house from the night before, because I just didn't feel cold, and the heating, I just never thought about the heating. And it was like that right until I went out, must have been just after 1, I think, to go down to my granddaughter's. And I opened the front door and went outside, and it was perishing outside. I had to set my heating, and I suddenly realised there was no heating on in my house, so I set the heating to, I set it to 20, that keeps the house nice and warm. So the house would be warm when I came back. And I was glad to get back home as well. Kids, there was my granddaughter's 3. One of her nephews was there, and then a friend came with her son and daughter. So there was 3, 4, 5 boys and 1 little girl, and I think that poor little girl was felt out of it. She did come down crying at one time. They were playing up in the bedroom and slamming the doors, and I says when I got to 6 o'clock, well, bye Cheryl, I'm away home to my nice quiet house. Enjoy yourself. that kids, oh, you know, and Cheryl said she was worried because the kids were slamming the doors and things upstairs in the bedrooms, and she was worried about the neighbour because she hasn't got a very good neighbour. And I said, Cheryl, whenever my kids had birthdays, or even where I lived, I says I didn't have a very good neighbour. I says, and they were always doing things to annoy me, but I made allowances when it was any of the kids' birthdays. I says I would never complain about any noise whatsoever when it's a child's birthday. I says they do things like that, they're playing in that, you know. I says don't worry. I says if they complain, let them complain. I says pity for them, isn't it? But anyway, it's lovely to get back to my nice quiet house and sit down and do my knitting and don't have kids hanging around me. And you know, I think I had my knitting. I always take my knitting when I go there, and I had it in and out of the bag. I put it away at the finish. I gave up because the kids were at school when I first went. The two oldest ones, the youngest one was there. They didn't realise they were back at school. But anyway, that's my little bit for today, and this picture has gone dark again on my screen. I'm always moaning about this computer. So, thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you again another time, so bye for now.